What is up? How we all doing? I come back to you a celeb? Maybe. No, I'm kidding. Right, back on this stuff. Sorry it's been a while. I actually had my birthday last weekend, so that's why we didn't stream last week. But it's back on this cut. And yeah. Gonna be animating his feetsies and then the rest of his clothes. But it's a chill one today because I am exhausted. What up, Sishway? How you doing? Also now, got Matilda waiting for Core 4. Just finished Core 3. She loved it. What up, Alpha? How you doing? Oh, yeah, I gotta wait till July. Ugh. I've gotta change this real quick. Yeah, so we're just gonna do these feet. How does his foot change? Not at all. Okay. I might have his foot go back a little bit actually. I'm not going to be on for long. I'm heading out for Mardi Gras. Ooh, have fun. Get some beads. That's the only thing I know about Mardi Gras. And ladies getting their clothes off. Huh? Yeah, flash them titties. Yeah, that's what everyone knows. Enjoy Mardi Gras. I didn't know that was even a thing still, to be honest. Also, can you record your lines posting our video on Valentine's? Yes, sorry, I will actually do it straight after this stream. Also, do you want in Bestest Bro? Because if so, I'll drag you in. Didn't realise you were here. What up, Flame? How you doing? Oh, I know it looks like it's off camera, but when it's on camera it'll be like that. It's just I have to draw it all in the same place right now. I'm busy, but next time. No problem, Bestest Bro. Yeah, but yeah, I will do those lines straight after this. I've made that bit too big there. Working on art history papers. Ooh. What's your paper on? Apart from art history. Like, are you talking about the Impressionists? Are you talking about a specific artist? Talking about me making art history? I'm kidding. That moves back. '16th century global art. Interesting. Why that, out of curiosity? Is that one you got to choose, or was it one you were given? Being me reading Bleach, I want to ask, can Ichigo fully fly, or is it just like airwalk or something? I think it's airwalk, but he seems to be legit flying most of the time. I might have to actually ask Clyde about that, but for all intents and purposes in this, I was like, it's basically flying, so he flies. Same as like how Naruto can fly in his Sage of Six Paths mode. Required by class. Oof. You finding it fun though? Oh my god. The lag. Whoa. Whoa. Okay. I've also been, in my spare time, sculpting a dog. And dog anatomy is hard, because I was never one of those artists who drew dogs or anything like that. So trying to learn it is really weird for me. When you sculpt something, it has to be like bang on. I'm glad you guys came to join anyway. Always making me feel so special. Aside from a few interesting history details, nah, not really. Well, oof. I'm sorry. I'm sharing my energy with you so you can get through it. Okay, so once we do this one, I should be able to just go through and just do all the hair and the swords and shit. And copy paste through that. With the sword though, I'm gonna have to sort out that one. Oh!
Perfect timing.
What up, Surfbone? How you doing?
Doing good. Doing good.
Hell yeah.
I literally just got back from work.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yup.
How was it? Was it a good one?
I mean, it was all right. The best thing about work is there's so much not happening sometimes, and it's so much more laid back than my old job that I bought a Nintendo DS.
Nice.
And a Pokemon Pearl, and I've just been playing it in between whenever we're doing something.
Oh, hell yeah. He's actually living the dream. Let's go.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, for real.
Man, I wish I could do that.
Yeah, I'm just like, all right, time to get back to my Pokemans, and I've been doing a Nuzlocke, if you know what that is.
Yeah, I do. That's cool.
Okay. Yeah.
What made
Let's
you
just
decide to
say
do a Nuzlocke?
I've always wanted to do one.
Okay.
Because it's like, it's what makes the Pokemon games actually fun, you know?
Actually, to be
And
fair, I
it
should
kinda
say
gives-
I
it gives
don't
it-
know what a Nuzlocke is, so you can explain it to the chat, just in case.
Oh, okay. I'd be surprised if anyone in chat
No,
does,
I mean, they
though,
probably
but-
do. I feel like everyone does, but just in case.
Okay, so typically, let's just say the three typical rules of a Nuzlocke that everyone does. If you, whenever you come to a new route, that whatever Pokemon you first encounter, unless it's one that you've already caught, that is the Pokemon that you catch for the route, and it can be the only one. You can't get another one. Then when you get that Pokemon, you have to name it to give it sentimental value. And if that Pokemon faints, it is considered dead, and you have to box it.
You watch it burn, send it on its way in its funeral pyre.
Yep. Anything else beyond that is just like kind of like house rules, where depends on how much more extreme you want them to make it.
Yeah. I've seen some where it's like if you run out of a team entirely, like you end the game.
Usually people are like, if you white out, where if you had a complete complete party KO, usually that's where people are like, that's a game over.
Yeah.
But some say it's like, oh, or you can run it back with a new team based off of what you still have in the box. Now let's just say this is where I decided to input one of my own house rules.
Okay.
So recently in Pokemon Pearl, I don't know how much you remember of Pearl, so
I have not played Pearl. I haven't played a Pokemon since Yellow. I know stuff
okay.
about Silver and Gold, but
Okay, so I'll make this really easy. So
oh, sorry. Before you go on,
Team
let me answer
Yep.
a few questions. Thomas asked what type of dog, Doberman or Chihuahua. Actually, a Spanish, Polish Tatra. Maybe it's just an aesthetic thing, but just looking at them and how they fight flying is the last thing you'd think they can do. Yeah, I agree. You recently subscribed to Surfbone. Oh, just came across one of his old power scaling
Hell
vids,
yeah.
which help you get better engaged in debate. Fucking hell yeah.
Oh boy. Now you make me feel bad because I haven't been uploading in a long time.
Yes, see, you've got an audience who
But
needs
I
you.
appreciate. I am glad that what I've made has helped you.
Yes, that is.
That's
cool.
what they're for.
Yeah, you need to upload for the team, for the boys and girls. Anyway, sorry, continue.
I was
with your,
yeah.
thing.
So everyone knows who Team Rocket is.
Yeah.
But in Gen 4, their team Rocket is Team Galactic.
Oh, okay.
And I came across the boss Cyrus, and he was just about to capture Palkia, but then the three other like Lake Legendaries show up and release it, and then Cyrus just like, "You released them! How dare you!" And then
fucking
and then he's like, "I'm gonna fucking kill you." And let's just say I first didn't do my initial due diligence of researching his team beforehand.
Uh-oh.
And I came in underleveled.
Uh-huh.
And basically, because initially, one of the main drivers to like people wanting to do a Nuzlocke is that it's all about game. It tests your game knowledge and your ability to strategize. So, typically, that's why one of the things you're often expected to do is to research your opponent's team before you actually fight them, so you can best prepare with what you have.
That makes
and if
sense.
you're knowledgeable enough of the game, you should be able to make a team that just counters that one.
Yeah.
What
up, Stanford?
This is the one time I did not do that.
Oh no, sir.
I was too concerned with the double battle that happened right before.
Mm-hmm.
And let's just say I showed Nate too, who's here by the way.
Oh hey Nate.
Hello.
I showed him my circumstances, and it was just I just sent him the queso gift. He's like, yep, we are cooked. We are absolutely cooked. Like, my entire team was dead except for my HM slave, the barrel.
Oh no.
And I was up against a Crobat that was 5 levels, actually not even 5 levels, like maybe like 7 levels above me.
Damn.
And I'm like, I'm good. I cannot win this. Because somehow I managed to get past all the rest of like his other Pokemon, but dude, because one of the things I learned recently, well, not learned, but like I just got further emphasized is how much of a beast Gyarados is as a Pokemon.
Oh, yeah.
It's so fucking good.
Gyarados is king. Like,
yeah, because I have my own Gyarados, and he's been coming in clutch so many times in my runs because he's tanky, he's powerful, and he's so fucking versatile. Like, he can learn almost any move.
Yep.
And that's why I got really upset when I put up my Luxray up against it.
Oh,
and
no.
not only did it nearly do at least half of my health with its Stab Aqua Tail.
Oh god, okay.
Which for those who don't know, Stab means same type attack bonus. So if Gyarados, the water type, uses a water type move, it will do like 50% more damage.
Damn. Okay.
So that's why types matter.
Yeah.
In terms of like what you have usually. So he initially gets me half health, I'm like, okay, let me just heal. Then the motherfucker uses Earthquake
Oh shit.
and kills him.
No,
Now
not
I'm like, and then I look back at my team and I'm like, uh, nothing counters this Gyarados. I have nothing in my party that could kill this Gyarados. I'm like, I am so screwed.
Yeah.
And
So what-
literally, my only option at that point was to literally fight that Gyarados with my own Gyarados.
And did you?
Yes, and luckily I was able to eventually chip away at it, and I was able to beat it.
Okay, let's go.
But then-
Oh, okay.
But then I got to his ace,
Oh,
because Gyarados wasn't even his strongest.
wait, what?
It was his Weavile,
Oh god.
which was two levels higher.
Oh Jesus. Okay.
Than his Gyarados, which my Gyarados was already under leveled to his own Gyarados.
Oh damn.
And
okay.
and then, oh my god, I remember this was the most hype moment of the entire thing.
Hmm.
Was I got hit with Ice Punch, which did quite a bit of my health. And then my Gyarados got frozen,
Mm-hmm.
and then literally when he attacked next, he unfroze and then attacked. I'm like, let's
let's
fucking go.
Gyarados, your king. What's your Gyarados' name? Please just tell me you call him Gary.
I call him Drax.
Lame.
I know.
No, Drax is a cool name.
Yeah. I'm like, and then he dies the next turn.
No! No!
And I'm like, dude, how the fuck am I gonna beat this thing?
Well, now that
'Cause
you've lost all of them,
it's
you have to
super-
tell us
Yeah.
all their names so that we can mourn them with you.
Oh. Well, I was gonna say the house rule that I came up with was instead of just literally dying,
Mm.
I was just gonna say that I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna say that run is over, and I'm just gonna say this is my attempt to.
What? That's not a Nuzlocke then, surely.
Well, no, I was just saying that the attempt is over,
Uh-huh.
so that the first Nuzlocke was a loss. So I'm like, okay, now it's for attempt 2.
Oh, okay. Oh, as in, like, you're restarting the game?
Not restarting the game. I'm just
Oh.
restarting the Cyrus fight with a much better team.
Oh, okay. But you still lose that team, right?
Yeah, this is
Oh,
just
lame.
basically. Another YouTuber did this where it's just like this is on an alternate timeline where I better prepare for the fight instead of the other one where I got absolutely screwed because I came in under leveled and not with where I only came in with one counter to the
Yeah.
rest of his team.
Shit. But now you've lost Gary the Gyarados. That's his name now, canonically.
Well, only in that timeline I did.
True.
That other timeline, all of my Pokemon died. They are all dead. Safe to say, because I remember just being like, man, I'm winning this pretty handily.
Yeah. You're like, oh,
Like,
shit. Okay.
Well, I thought like, man, because usually some hardcore Nuzlockers don't even allow healing items.
Mm.
They usually just heal after the battle is over, or they just only use like the Pokemon Center.
Okay.
So I'm like, and it's like, oh, if you want to use healing items, you can. But it's usually like, I'm like, well, I'm kind of new. I should probably allow healing items.
That's fair.
And initially I thought that made it way too easy.
Yeah. Oh, what up, Clyde?
But then I got into situations where, just didn't work out.
Yeah.
Clyde's in here.
Yeah, Clyde's in the chat. Let's go. W.
Damn.
Gotta hit you up soon.
The Bromar.
I've been so locked in trying to friggin' sculpt this dog.
Oh, you're trying to get a dog.
Yeah, for my... No, sculpting. I'm sculpting a dog for this
Oh,
game.
you're sculpting a dog.
Yeah, it's not going well so far. I'm not very good at dog anatomy.
Yeah.
I've been drawing humans all
Yeah.
my life.
Actually, I think what the chat would appreciate is your mindset as it was happening from when you posted that Madara versus Aizen gif
Oh, yeah.
to like a day later.
Oh, well. By the way, hey, Zoki. Well, what happened? I was just like, okay, yeah, no, this is doing pretty good. Clyde and the others helped boost it. Let's go. This is alright. hopefully my 3 days of work was worth it. And then it's like, oh shit, it's still going. Oh shit, these people have seen it. Wait, my phone is blowing up. It's never blown up like this before. And then I see like the views, and I'm like, fuck. Clyde's prediction was he would only hit 50k. Well, not only. He was like, it would easily hit 50k. And then it hit like 100k by the end of it. I was like, what the hell is going on? I showed a friend in the gym, and he's like, oh shit, I've seen that on Instagram. And I was like, what? And he's like, yeah, it had 100k likes. And I'm like, what do you mean? It was kind of nuts. It was a really cool birthday present, actually, because it was my birthday when it was all popping off.
Yep. Oh, you want to know how many views it has right now? Like, just views, not likes.
Isn't it like 3 million?
It's, yeah, almost 3 million.
Yeah, which is nuts. So I mean, there was on TikTok, I think I got 150k likes. Not
Fucking
my own,
sweet.
someone else's. I was like, damn.
Holy crap, One Piece Odyssey is actually on sale now. I ain't never seen that go on sale.
Okay, we can start doing this clothing now. So I need to just see what happens with his. So here it's gonna swing back pretty hard. Okay, cool.
Oh, here's another question for the chat. Well, so that they can understand too. What made you decide to do Madara versus Aizen?
Honestly, it was Clyde. Clyde, I was gonna do.
Really?
Yeah, I was gonna do. I was gonna do Ichigo versus Naruto and do Naruto beating Ichigo's ass because I was like, I'm tired of everyone in the chat saying that it's Ichigo one shots. But Clyde was like, nah, don't do that. He's like, why don't you do Aizen Madara? I was like, shit, actually, that's kind of good. And then I started doing it. And I showed Bestis Pro, and he's like, you should make it an infinite loop. And I was like, fuck, you're right. So,
Honestly,
yeah.
Bestis Bro had the best suggestion.
Yeah, it was really good. Oh, sorry. Zoki has a question for me. I've been streaming on Twitch, and I've had your Madara v Aizen animation as a GIF in the corner, but I put by Infinite Omar on YouTube. Is that okay to upload it as a blood? Yeah, of course. Please do. I appreciate that.
It's better than the dude that just straight up stole it and posted it on TikTok. But
Well, actually, I think even that dude credited me. I was like, oh shit.
did he?
Yeah.
Okay, I was about to say, like, if
I'm
he
starting to
didn't,
get my
then-
credits. Oh, Clyde, we were asked earlier in the chat, can Ichigo actually fly, or is he just stepping on air? And I was like, I don't actually know. I'm pretty sure he can fly, but obviously he's flying in this essentially. But
It's some weird thing with like Reishi where they like make a foothold or something like that. It's really odd.
But then it looks like flying sometimes.
I mean, all intents and purposes, yeah, they're just floating, but not exactly flying.
Yeah. Okay.
Maybe some characters can.
I can't think of any who do it differently though.
I'm sure what's his name, Tosin, when he goes in that bug form, I'm pretty sure he just has wings and flies.
True. And then Kuretsuchi does it when he's fighting Panida.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna start with the sleeve. Let's go.
Don't know what to get.
Okay, thanks, man. Just had it up and didn't know if it was okay. I wanted to make sure. Probably the film student in me trying to work over it. Oh, that's cute. No, that's alright. As long as you credit me, I don't mind.
What's actually, Omar, I don't know if you've seen it, but there's this one dude that said, like, I'm making this like little anime pilot for uni, and it was just something just
I did see
completely
that.
insane.
Yeah, I was like, everyone's like, that went nuts, and their stuff was so good. I even commented on it, like, how do you composite like this? I kind of gotta know.
Yeah, and I remember I was talking to somebody called one of our buddies, Life Writer, about it, and I'm like, I think what's most insane. He's like, I'm just doing this for a uni project, and then he was like, well, actually, some people in uni are just that cracked, and I'm like, are you serious?
Yeah.
And I'm like, this is like, some people are just like that, and apparently that's just how it is. Like, it is just so competitive over there.
Yeah,
Where some people are just that cracked.
I mean, But in my uni, there was a few people who were genuinely cracked. Yeah. Honestly, they were really, really good. Some of them.
Mm-hmm.
So do you all know what the difference is? I don't know. I have no clue.
What was the question?
With the flying thing.
Oh, I have no clue.
Yeah.
I'm not as well versed on Bleach as I am Naruto, so I can't answer that question.
And I just listened to what the overlords tell me with what they can and can't do.
I don't know if Clyde's even still in here. I think he probably just popped in and popped
Say
back
hey.
out.
Which I still appreciate.
Get Hashi in here, you probably want to.
Actually, where's Clyde's DMs? There it is.
To be fair, Clyde maybe going to sleep or just getting ready for his day. I don't know. I hope his sleep's been alright. I'm partial. I should have answered. True, you are a partial Bleach encyclopedia. Answer for Sujue.
You know, someone asked me from what my top 3 anime was.
Bleach, Bleach.
And I initially said, I initially was going to say, not in order, like Death Note, Attack on Titan, then Naruto.
Interesting.
But then I'm like, wait, hold on. I literally have a Dragon Ball tattoo on my chest. Why? If it's not one of my favorites, that would be weird. I'm
Are you sure it's not? I'm baiting.
Dragon Ball is hype enough just from the fights to where you can get tattoos and stuff, and it just still be an ass anime.
Yeah, I will say, I'm doing this purely to bait Bestest, bro. But you sure it's not JJK in your top 3?
Oh my god.
Like, Serpone, are you gonna get a fucking Death Note tattoo? No.
Oh, they create reishi footholds on low density reishi. The higher the density of the air, the harder to create a foothold, as they have to concentrate on specific reishi. This does mean they can fly unless the air is too heavy, which means in very low reishi density it can appear like they are fighting, but they are pushing themselves with reishi footholds. Okay, cool. So the answer is kind of.
Yeah, kind of.
Oh, one thing I will say about the GIF, I'm pretty happy that everyone realized that it's Aizen canonically pushing his hair back, like when he first went into the Nagashionn.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Everyone's like, oh, it's like when he did that. I was like, yes, they get it. They understand.
Mm-hmm.
This song right now, I feel is like One Piece, but I don't watch One Piece, so I wouldn't know.
All right, I'm gonna spoil this because I thought it was a really good idea.
Okay.
So our friend Hyde. So I am frequently the one that gives her Broly ideas when she can't think of any.
Sorry, I was just thinking to myself because I know she does NSFW Broly, and I'm like, that's the ones you give the ideas for.
I mean, I have supplied her with ideas for that as well.
Oh, let's go.
Because I don't know, for some reason, when it comes to coming up with ideas for other people,
you're like, boom, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, Clyde just sent me. He sent me opening 12 for Bleach and says, watch the first 5 seconds.
Uh-oh. He's like, you fucking idiots.
Yeah, that's at least in this Ichigo is clearly flying.
Yes, no, exactly. My top 3 animes are Clannad, Bleach, Steins Gate. Interesting. Fate, ReZero, and Naruto. Nice.
If there's one anime that you can get me to say that was something I disliked more than Bleach, I'm sorry, it's Fate.
Rip, you dislike Bleach? Huh?
No, when I just said say Bleach, I said Fate.
Oh.
Well, I dislike more than JJK. I think I
sorry.
probably misworded that. Yeah,
Oh.
is Fate. Fate. Granted, I didn't get through some parts where I've been told it's much better, like Unlimited Blade Works or whatever. Like I was told that was good, but I only watched Fate Zero for a friend. It's super fucking boring.
Yeah.
It's legit boring. I'm sorry. I don't care how good the animation is. I don't care how good some of the fight scenes are. That shit was boring. The pacing was incredibly slow, and I literally had to stomach my way through it.
Fair.
And
At least
then
you got
the
some
shit.
more of it than Fairy Tail.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's a whole other story.
Clyde just said Lamau. First 5
Oh.
seconds of that opening. Yeah, true.
Yeah.
We were wrong.
I mean, yeah, I literally I hit him with the Lamau once he sent that to me.
Watch the opening, you fucking idiot. Pissing me off. I'm sorry, Clyde.
I agree. Sorbonne Fate is hard to follow. It's very non-organized. Yeah, that's the problem. Was that every once in a while fights happen, then you get a bunch of just lore drop, like just constant exposition, characters talk, exposition, fight happens, then it's just, and it's all conjumbled. Like shit just happens.
Conjumbled. I
Like yeah, it's just so jumbled, like everywhere. It's just, dude, I can only understand what was happening better when I was watching it on like the dub or something.
Fair.
Like I had to like almost feel like I was cataloging what was happening if I was watching the sub.
Yeah, even Clyde said very non-organized. Good animation.
Didn't see her. I was wondering if she was in there or not.
No, she don't.
I'm sure.
Yeah, it has good animation. Like it's just, I don't really care for it like at all. You could not pay me to watch more of it. I'm sorry. Like it's such a cool concept, but it was done in such a like boring, slow manner. Like I don't know. I think the fact that only nobility have have the capacity to wield the servants kind of just
funny.
feels so
You just lost
lame.
your new subscriber. The slander is crazy. Unsubbing.
I don't care. I don't care. I'm sorry. I have opinions. If you like Fate, all the power to you, man. I'm glad you enjoy it. But personally,
you think
I
not
don't
liking
like
Fate is
it.
a bad opinion? Let me give you one that's worse that I like.
Oh.
Death Note is overrated.
Oh.
He did say that.
Get him
I
out
do
the
remember.
chat.
Well, because I had to have Nate watch it for our Death Note versus like Supernatural video.
Oh yes, yeah.
Personally, I really like Death Note because of how short it is, how much content there is in that many episodes, and I like all the characters. And
I
it's
said
like the
overrated.
first.
I didn't say it was bad.
I know. That's what I'm saying. Is like that's why I like it,
Well, I mean, I haven't.
and
watched
I
this
could just
since I was a
rewatch
kid.
it several times over. So
Yeah. Oh, would you rather be dealing with the average Soul Reaper with a basic Asucha? Asauchi. Asauchi? Why the fuck can't I speak? Dealing with Hollows and Quincy, or the average Jujutsu sorcerer with Perspiris? Definitely. Oh, I don't know.
A Jujutsu sorcerer you can actually physically see. A Soul Reaper you can't. You actually can't see them.
There's the
Unless-
And a Hollow is straight up gonna eat me.
Mm-hmm.
Could you imagine low tier god with cursed speech?
Oh yeah, someone mentioned that on Twitter. Like, dude, that would be fucking hilarious.
That would
That
be
is so
so funny. Wait, what? I kind of need that to happen. I need someone to do an edit of that. With one of his, like, crazy rants. Speaking of Naruto, I genuinely thought Naruto was
I thought it
easy
was
story
what would
to
you rather
understand.
deal with, not would you rather be.
Yeah. Would you rather deal with? Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Probably a JJK sorcerer, because at least they won't eat me alive, or...
No, but it says would you rather be, not what would you rather deal with.
Oh, whoops. Oh, my bad.
Yeah.
Oh, easily an average Soul Reaper. No,
No,
because if I'm an average Soul Reaper, Yuha's killing my ass. Like,
I guess that's just kind of it. Is like, hollows are much more dangerous than the average curse spirit. You're far less likely to face death as a Jutsu sorcerer than you ever would as like a Soul Reaper. Because at the very least, say if you are in like JJK, for instance, you're just thanking the Lord, like our Lord and Savior Gojo, that he's even alive. Because of that, like everything's just in perfect balance, and you're only having to deal with like curse spirits every once in a while.
true. Yeah, I think
As
I'd rather
opposed
be a
to Soul
JJK
Reapers.
sorcerer.
Yeah, because like in Hollows, brother, like at least with like cursed spirits, they kind of only stay like at a certain level and only get like slightly stronger if like the place they happen to be haunting just had more hate grow towards it if they ate a Sakuna finger. Aizen's actively making Hollows stronger by the day. And
Yeah, it
like,
low-key sucks to be an average Soul Reaper.
and guess what? If a soul dies and gets eaten by a hollow, guess what happens? Another hollow has now spawned, and you're now having to deal with the ever infinite spawning hollows, and always having to deal with them. At least with cursed spirits, they're in far less like they spawn far less.
Yeah.
You go out on your first
not as strong.
assignment. You go out on your first assignment, first hollow, you come across a Grand Fisher. It's like, well, I'm cooked.
Yeah, Grand Fisher, I'm cooked.
Or even
Like that's the average Soul Reaper was literally there. I guess only in the anime,
Yeah.
but still. He was there, and he's like, dude, I'd be cooked.
Because like, you out of your mind, dog. Like, I'm not going up and fight that thing.
And then you got Quincy's coming in doing the 1,000-year blood war, actually erasing you from existence. Nah, I'm good.
Yeah.
And you got dudes who are literally immortal, like fighting against you. Like, no, bro, leave me alone. Like, can you imagine you're up against the leader of the Sternritter? I'd be like, no, leave me alone. What do you mean? You can trumpet me and like everything I know just gets fucking destroyed. Which would you rather be? I'm curious.
I've made it quite clear that as much as I want to be a Soul Reaper, I'm not dealing with all that nonsense that they have to deal with. That's just far worse.
Yep.
Nah,
Also,
man.
can you imagine you come
The
up against
only-
I'm gonna be
Panlido,
a Soul Reaper. Them fucking them Quincy shop. I'm just going to the human world. I'm not dealing with that stuff. It's like, bro, they're over here like molesting captains. What do you want me to do about it?
Yeah.
I'm leaving.
Like that part in Core 3 where they're like, if anyone's still alive, get your ass to here. I'm like, I don't... Bruh, what do you want me to do? Like, I can't do shit. Leave me alone.
Oh, I'm gonna follow.
I guess, like-
I'm gonna follow Kisuke soon. I'm gonna go to the human world, set up shop. I'm done with this.
Well, it's like,
I'm done.
you can... I guess there is like a few outs you have in Bleach where it's like you can either, I guess, probably go with Kisuke, or you can probably go with the I'm trying to remember their names. I don't know what I'm blanking out on their names. What are the names of the Soul Reapers that have hollow powers?
Vizard.
Yeah, the visors. You can just be one with the visors too, and just be like, yeah, I want a hollow. Can you teach me how to unlock some hollow powers?
You have to have that. You can't just unlock it.
Right.
Zoki says he'd rather be a Soul Reaper. It's a much better functioning organization. Yeah, but bro, you're gonna get cooked. Oh, speaking of
If you just run, I'm out of there. I'm in the Jets.
Keyskate, make me an employee. My life is yours. Look, if you're an employee with Keyskate, guess who's also there at the same time? Yoruichi.
Yeah, Golden Visit Green would be with Pineda. A giant moving hand that spreads nerves everywhere? Yeah, nah, fuck that.
Yeah.
You gotta know how to do surgery on yourself within less than like a second to like make sure you don't fucking get cooked? Nah.
In terms of like, I guess the more I think about it, I do think you do have like a lot of outs.
Yeah.
As a Soul Reaper.
And to be fair, you're more
or it's
likely
like, if you
to
don't-
be him. Like, with the power system that's there. If you just, like, believe in yourself enough, do enough, like, meditation, enough fighting, you can be him.
Well, that's the thing, right? Is that if you go to either Keyskate or the Vizards, you can get your shit unlocked and, like, you can get really strong really fast.
Yeah.
And at the very least, they can protect you if a hollow happens to be coming around to eat your ass. Like,
Yeah. I need to check what that is. Okay.
would it be better to be a Quincy or a Soul Reaper? The Quincy are all dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're
They're
just
all fucking dead.
I don't want Daddy Yuha to be like, nah, you die now.
A Soul Reaper with a way to escape the coming battle, or a Quincy where you just get raptured at one point and there's nothing you can do about it.
You're like, well, I guess I was chosen by my literal god that he doesn't want me anymore.
Yeah, like run for your life and like just get out of the Soul Reaper society and like not be in the battle or just get raptured regardless.
Yeah.
That's such an easy choice.
Clearly, the Quincy's and the Soul Reapers bought the past, and it was an overwhelming victory
Yeah.
in the Soul Reapers' favor. Like, it was not even close.
Just pull Madara in Bleach, steal Ichigo's cells or something true. Oh, sorry, I need to reply to what Sishway says. So Sishway asked... Where is it? Speaking of Naruto, I genuinely thought Naruto was a pretty easy story to understand, but after going on TikTok and that self-made hypocrite video essay, people keep parroting media literacy is dying. I haven't seen it. So what do you guys think that's the case, the Naruto thing? I actually don't know what you're on about.
What?
I think it's pretty easy
What was the
story to
question?
understand. I would agree with that.
What? Wait, what was the question?
That Naruto is a pretty easy story to understand, but there's someone who's done like a video on it on TikTok, basically, I guess, saying the opposite.
Oh,
I mean,
that's TikTok, so I don't really give that a lot of credence.
fairly easy to understand.
Look, Dragon Ball is fairly easy to understand, both story-wise and freaking scaling-wise, but people still manage to screw that up. And you're expecting people to not mess up with Naruto in any aspect? Like, I don't know. I mean, that Plague of Gripes video is what you're talking about, the second one. It's just basically someone watched through it, came at it with the wrong mindset and just didn't really pay attention. And then just put that shit out there. Some part of me thinks that was just pure rage bait just to be rage bait. And if it is, then honestly, that was probably one of the best Naruto videos of all time.
Oh, Golden
Because like, if it
Princess
was
is,
purely for the views and to just make people angry, he did a fucking good job.
True.
And part of in my headcanon is that video spawned Daigo Knight. And that's why Daigo Knight exists. Is that he saw that video, saw how many views it got, and then just said, hey, Naruto fans get really upset when people misinterpret their story. They're very passionate about it. What if I just made an entire channel based
Check
off
my
of
DM.
just shitting on it all the time?
Oh, yeah, let me add
I'm
Clyde in. It's actually in the server if you're still in there. I'd have to invite you to it.
What is this video? Oh wait, this is Super Nat. I can't tell what this is. Hold on. Oh, this video that Clyde sent me.
Clyde's in here. Let me invite him.
I heard my sleeper cell word.
Sleeper cell. I don't know. I don't know what this video is that he sent me.
It?
It's not called anything. It was a video from Instagram.
Oh. I don't know nothing, man.
You survived Naruto filler. The actual manga story is easily comprehensive. It's just not super yeah, it's not super complicated at all. Soul Reapers just can't just decide to absorb your soul on a whim like the Quincy is true. I imagine those who got their souls absorbed by Yuha never have an afterlife. They're just forever stuck with him. True. Honestly, Quincy's suck.
Yeah, like I don't know. Like literally, unless you're literally under the
One sec, let me add
the guys under the role of Yuha, then you do not have like a good avenue to really utilize the powers of the Quincy's properly. Because otherwise you're just a guy with a bow who can absorb reishi and then make himself more powerful. But even then, does Daigo 9 even know what a plot or a retcon even is? I think he does, but he's now again, this is headcanon. This is my headcanon. I think he does, but he's purposely misconstruing it to make videos that are pure rage bait. So because he knows that people are gonna react to it in like such a grandiose way.
Guys, we're getting the Clyde treatment.
What up, Clyde?
Let's go. Hello, Clyde.
I can't believe you just asked me if Ichigo can fly. That's ridiculous.
Look, I only asked because somebody in the chat was like, "Does he fly, or does he just step on air?"
We were like, I guess.
Like-
Clyde's like,
Next thing I asked, does he actually use a sword?
yeah, but isn't it like his soul? Isn't the blade him?
Man, imagine if they gave Chad like a Zanpakuto and then he just turns them into gauntlets or his Bankai. That would have been
That's what Kensei does with his fucking hands.
Yeah.
He punches people with his fist.
I never understood why Yoruichi didn't do that if she doesn't like using her Zanpakuto though.
She doesn't even have it, from what I understand. She doesn't have
Oh.
access to it. It got stolen from her.
Oh shit! Oh,
It got taken. It got taken from her, I believe, when they got arrested by Central 46. That's if my memory serves me right about that. But that's why you never see her use Shikai or Bankai, because everything she does is just Hakata. She's just using hand-to-hand combat.
yeah, she's just giving everyone the hands.
Mm-hmm.
Because I've seen a lot of TikToks where it's like, oh, or not TikToks, shorts on here where it's like, oh, it's because she doesn't like using a sword. But what
that's
you said,
fucking
it sounds
bullshit.
way
That's
more
bullshit.
plausible. Yeah.
Yeah, we've seen her with it in the flashbacks of when she's training with Urahara when they're younger in the underground. Like, it's during the flashbacks when they show off that training ground where Ichigo learns Bankai with Yoruichi and the clone like dummy things.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, Clyde, I don't know if you saw it earlier in the chat, but somebody was asking, what would you rather be, the average Soul Reaper having to fight against Hollows, or would you rather be like the average Jujutsu sorcerer fighting off cursed spirits?
Probably Soul Reaper. To
Really?
be honest.
Okay.
Yeah, a lot of the Jujutsu sorcerer is pretty weak, bro. Like Megami was getting fucked up in the first episode by like not even that strong fucking curses.
Yeah.
But you're not afraid of like Quincy's just coming in like...
50. It's a bit 50-50. It's a bit 50-50 because some of the hollows in the earlier episodes were causing Shinigami problems too, you know, like when you watch there's those episodes when Aizen's a captain and he goes to Karakura Town and like a lot of his subordinates get overpowered by random hollows that come in and then he comes and cleans them up, and it's like that's the kind of thing you might run into by accident, which would be pretty scary. Because like, what if you just like on your daily like let's say you're Zeno Susuke Kurumadani, like the goat of Karakura Town, and then all of a sudden a fucking Adhooches appears or a fucking, you know, like a higher ranked Hollow, you'd be like, what the fuck? Like, he can't take that thing on.
Yeah. I'm also running to
That's what,
Ichigo's house.
It literally brought
that's
that
what
up with Grand Fisher. Like,
Yeah,
I
even
was
Grand
just saying,
Fisher, Grand Fisher narratively would be a problem for a lot of Soul Reapers because he's got to be like a lieutenant level threat because he's actually like known by name by the Soul Society. So within reason, he's been a problem for a while.
Yeah.
it was like 50
That's
years
what I
or
was. That's what I was saying
You
initially.
go, Nate.
was
Sorry,
like,
hang on, so bud. You go, Nate. His name was trying to talk on.
something. I said it was like he was like a problem for like 50 years or something like that.
Yeah, he was known for quite some time. In my new video, it's not fully done yet, but in the video I talk about how one of the best elements of early Bleach was back when Hollows used to have backstories and they were actually interesting.
True.
Like Shrieker was really cool because he was a serial killer and it made you more invested in seeing him lose because you were like, oh, this dude's evil, like, and now he's become a Hollow.
He was messed up, man.
Yeah. Wait,
That was
was
crazy.
Saki talking about? Potential Man mentioned what? I don't know what episode, but I think
Mega
Chihiro
Man.
mentioned that
Well,
when
Mega
Hime
Man.
dies, she can become a Soul Reaper, right? I also remember Kubo stating this as well. That means when Chad and Orihime dies. Yeah.
Yeah, the thing is that they have to go through the process of becoming one, though. Like, when you're just a blank soul and you have the Soul Society, like, you might starve to death in the Rukon district. Like, you might literally just die, like, from being too weak. So, like, you have to try to actually apply to the Soul Society. That's what Ruki and Renji had to do in the backstory. They had to go through the whole process of going from being homeless to, like, becoming Soul Reapers.
Yeah.
Nah, they know like the whole squad. They're getting fast tracked and 100%.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, you saw, what is it? Oh, the two Fullbring motherfudgers. They still get their Fullbring, they're not quite Soul Reapers.
The reason is because imagine this, right? Imagine instead of just being an average, like, random civilian that goes to the Soul Society, they were already strong. So when they got their second life, they came back with their powers. They were on a different sort of, like, they had a different rule set because they were kind of, like, already amped, you know? So
Yeah. Well, that's what I'm wondering, because, like, would Orihime not be a Soul Reaper and just have her essentially Fullbring power
Well,
still?
here's the thing. She could do both, technically. Like, she could wield a fuck... Because the Ichigo can. Why would it not work for her? If she got a Zanpakuto, she could become a Soul Reaper with Fullbring powers.
True.
She'd be really strong, too, because, you know, she could utilize, like, more than one ability consecutively. She'd be able to have her shields up while wielding whatever her unique Zanpakuto is.
True.
Dying Dark Bankai. So.
I will admit, though, the way she uses her power
crazy.
in the story, quite annoying. Because the fact she can reject Phenomenon, me and Matilda were watching it, and it's just like, hey, that's a thing, just reject it. Just try and reject it. Like, what was...
Yeah, it's shown that, like, characters like Ulquiorra go beyond that because his spiritual pressure nullifies it. That's where Bleach scaling gets really funky in the mid to late part that I was trying to establish in the Yuha video. I'm like, instead of imagining them as, like, really fast samurai type characters or they fight like Dragon Ball Z characters, you need to realize they're passively doing weird shit in the battles, but because people aren't reading the dialogue in the pages, they're not paying attention to the fact that when they're striking people with their blades, they're doing really weird shit with their attacks, like, and it's very subtle.
Yeah.
There was something I was gonna say. Oh yeah, years ago, someone asked me, they were like, who's winning, Ulquiorra or Orihime? And I had to sit and think about it because Orihime keeps up with Yuha, bro. She literally parries all of his blows. So
Which
I was
is
like,
nuts.
oh, fuck.
Yeah. No, Orihime gets, like, ridiculously strong. But then there's also, like, all the, like, Soul Reapers and stuff that die, and we've seen her literally bring someone back from the dead from just, like, a stain on the floor. Like, I feel like she should be able to bring back so many of the people who died in the, 1,000-Year Blood War, but I understand that's not, like, really good storytelling. Yeah, she could just, go 10 years and just bring everyone back. Like, oh, I'll go to this spot. Yeah.
Well, if fucking Yuha was unhappy with Yamamoto, because he's like, bro, go get your arm healed, you old
True.
fart. Like, what are you doing?
But yeah, Claude, I was talking about earlier how, like, when you have, like, both scenarios, Hollows are, like, way stronger on average than, like, your typical cursed spirit. So if you end up having, like, becoming, like, a decent Jujutsu sorcerer, you can deal with quite a few of them. But, like, we literally had, like, the average, like, Soul Reaper, like, show up in, like, the Grand Fisher incident. He's like, man, I would be cooked.
Yeah,
by this thing.
we saw Nanami was kind of the peak of that, and he was someone that had he had an ability that let him hit critical blows on people, so he was actually like pretty like beneficial in his 1v10 fucking encounter that he had, but even he was having trouble with them compared to like it's hard to gauge too, because in JJK, like, Yuji is a very unique case because he's slowly like getting strong as fuck battle by battle, and he's getting Sakuna's powers more and more the more he battles and transforms into him. So like they open up season 3, like they have Yuji fighting like these city destroying curses like straight away, and he's just bashing them with his bare hands, and it's like, well, that's quite the leap compared to like episode fucking 1 through 20.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. And I was just saying, like, at least with Cursed Spirits, it kind of stays like stagnant. You know that there's a ceiling, but like with Aizen, he's just constantly like making, like, doing experiments, making the hollows stronger, making them more perfected, and then eventually you have like the Espada later on, and it's just like when you have to deal with that ever increasing ceiling all the time, it's like, man, I don't know if I want to be the average Soul Reaper in that aspect unless I'm getting stronger as well. Like,
yeah, he makes he makes something that goes beyond the initial concept at the start of the arc too, because like those Vasto Lordes, like, yeah, they're captain level, but that's not what he does. He makes them even stronger because he gives them all transformations and power-ups with the Hogyoku. And I see a lot of Bleach fans that don't pay attention to that, but even when Baragun's dying, he's like, yeah, you'll regret giving me power. There's other statements with Fraction when they're talking to Toshiro, how they talk about how Aizen amplified them. Data books say the same thing. I just can't believe like even having to like convey that is a thing to certain fans, because it's like, yo, did you see Stark with his guns when he was homeless? Because I didn't. He didn't have his sword either, and these people just like they just think they always had those abilities when they never did.
Yeah. No, you're so right with that.
are we just gonna forget like Grimjow's whole fucking backstory where he started off as like a single, like it's just like a regular hollow who like evolved into like this little tiger thing and then was just roaming around like Los Noches forever.
and then all of a sudden now he's like got this humanoid like form with blue hair, and it's like, where did that come from? Oh, it was probably Aizen. Like, the backstory does imply that he did go on to become a Vasto Lorde, but that's why he would have been collected to become an Espada. Like, it would have basically been Aizen finds him later on. He's like, hey, you're pretty strong, you want to join us? And then he's like, sure. And then he gives him like the sword and the power-ups and so on, because a lot of the Espada in base, they're already like rivaling captains, right? Then they transform. And that's where, even when I was like 15, I never agreed with the scaling of the Arrancar arc, because it's like, yo, they were established to be captain level already. Now they're getting like a Bankai increase, but the captains are somehow power cliffing them when they were shitting their pants at the concept of them existing.
Yeah, it was completely ridiculous, especially when like one of friggin' was it Grimjow's Fraction? Was demolishing Toshiro and like
he had Renji and Toshiro making crazy statements after their battle. They were like, yo, they're way stronger than we thought and shit. Like, they were panicking at how strong they were.
Yeah, and they were like, yo, if we didn't have that sneak attack, they would have fucking murked us.
And then Rukia is like, when she feels Grimjow's spiritual pressure, she's like, nah, this dude's insane. We need to run. Like, that's like her first just natural response. Like, nah, we can't fight this guy. Like, go.
Yeah. I was always slightly disappointed with that, because the power scaling in it was a bit weird. I understand like maybe Kenpachi being like doing what he did, but the rest of them, I don't know, man.
Remember when like Harley Bell transformed and literally one-shot Toshiro and then he just power clipped her anyway?
Yeah.
So much shit going on. The thing about it's like the thing with Stark is Stark doesn't actually feel like he's strong enough to be one. Not that the others are any stronger. Like, that doesn't mean that like it's a downplay towards him, but an upscale to them. It's like he doesn't do anything that like makes him feel like he's like that strong, because he's just like shooting this little Mac 10, right? And like the Ceros don't even kill anyone. Like, they just all get tanked.
Yeah, and he's just sandbagging the whole fight as well.
Yeah, well, in the fucking data books, it states that he went all out too, and he couldn't do anything to Shunsui, and that's Shikai Shunsui who's playing games. Because Lisa's like, hey, are you playing dead? And it's like, that's not a good thing for Stark, bro, because everybody that fought, like Ulquiorra as an example, they're all shitting their pants, bro. Every time he did anything, they're like, nah, this dude's fucking insane. Like, that Cero's like shaking all of Waco Mundo when it went off. Then he's got his next form. Uryu's like jerking it off. Like, he's like, yeah, I've never sensed anything like this before. This isn't even spiritual pressure.
Yeah. That shit's alien, bro. What the fuck? Oh, Golden says, I took from what Toshiro says, is that they should have been able to kill the Rankars without Gente Kaijo. Oh, really? They said specifically that if they hadn't had the increase with Gente Kaijo, that they wouldn't have won.
Yeah, they were nerfed. In fairness, they were nerfed, but it's the statements afterwards where Renji and Toshiro they both verbally jerked them off, and then Yoroichi and Urahara have a discussion together about how strong they think like Ulquiorra and Yami were, how they were surprising, and then what happens when they pull up later? They pull up with armor that they made, which was a response to those two. Like that armor they used on Aizen, it wasn't for them, it was for people like Ulquiorra and Yami. Like that's what is very interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what they said was like, it's like, man, if we, because that's what was happening is that they were losing horribly against who they were fighting, and then the moment's like, it's like, oh, the Soul Society just says we can take these weights off of our ankles, and then it's just like, all of a sudden you see these big explosions happening at each battlefield. It's like, all right, now it's time to actually win now.
Yeah.
And then that's the funny part, because that's happening, but they're still weaker than Grimjaw, because like Grimjaw's the only Espada that's there. They're all Fruction.
Yep.
And then it just makes all of it so ridiculous.
I still love that first animation when he comes in and just gives Ichigo the hands. That shit is so.
It's really well done.
It is so
it's
well
really,
done.
really well done.
Dude, I still think one of the funniest things when I was rewatching Bleach at one point was I had like the manga right next to me when I was watching through some of the fights, and then I get to the part where Grimjow and Ichigo are fighting for the first time. And it's so funny because the anime just includes this part where Grimjow's just punching Ichigo into the wall for like a minute straight.
So it's so good.
And I'm like, it's not even the manga, but I just thought it was hilarious that Grimjow's wailing on this man for like a minute straight, just punching him. I'm like, damn.
Gotta give him the hands. When they step to the king.
Yeah.
What was I gonna say? Oh, Sidgeway asked, where do Quincy's even go when they die? Is there a completely separate afterlife?
Back to Yuha, it seems. That's what it seems like. It seems like they go back to Yuha. Because he's ever present, you know, even when he's dead, he's not really dead.
X-Cab said you smell surf. Oof. You just got hit. Scaling already, damn right. We got Clyde in here. Who gets mugged in Soul Society? Wait, we're talking about would you rather survive as a regular Soul Reaper? Yeah, or a Jujutsu Sorcerer? Yeah. Somehow we got scaling. Hey, you got to. I need to know what I can do.
Here's the other thing too that kind of sucks as being a Jujutsu Sorcerer. The only other dude, like there's only like a very few exceptions for Jujutsu Sorcerers, but the moment you kind of unlock your powers, that's it. You have reached your peak, bro.
Yep.
There is an actual ceiling for how strong you can be, like when you are born. You can't just get progressively stronger after that for the vast majority of people.
They do train for Sukuna, and they do notably get stronger, especially with their RCT and stuff. Like that's actually something that is said. But you know, mastering your domain and all that nonsense is there's just not enough material in JJK anyway. It's just like a 250 chapter series.
Yeah, I'm just remembering the statement from Mei where she said, literally just said, at some point you just hit your ceiling and you can't get any stronger from that. And that's like, that goes for practically almost everyone. And I'm like, man, that's lame.
Was that, are you talking about Maki's sister when she, or are you talking about, hang on, because there's like
the one that has the pro ability,
girl with the big weapon. Yeah, no, it doesn't make any sense because characters like Mahito, Yuji, even Maki is stronger. She's stronger when she fights Sukuna than she was in the past. She gets progressively stronger because they talk about how they prepared for Sukuna, and one thing they did was they increased their ability to take damage.
Yeah. Let me see if we can
Gojo
find
also. Oh, I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm just saying the series is contradicting itself because like the characters do actually get stronger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or maybe she's just a a bad narrator.
Yep. I'm gonna get back into this again. I'm only gonna. I don't want to dog on JJK again, but I just want to bring this up to
He
Clyde.
loves
but
dogging off on JJK.
the
Don't get it
one thing.
twisted.
One thing. I'm only gonna say one thing, and then I'm gonna stop. It's that. So Clyde, you remember the Mechamaru fight?
Yep.
So you remember how right before it even starts, how Mahito was like, "Man, I just can kill. Just gonna kill him right now." And then Kenjaku's just like, "No, you can't, or you shouldn't." He's like, "Well, why not?" And then he talks about how like, binding vows, and it's like the worst that's gonna happen if you break one with yourself is that you lose what you gained. But when you make one with someone else, nobody knows what the outcome to that is if you break it. And I'm like, what? You're telling me the Black Zetsu of JJK has never seen an instance or even has tried an instance where they're like fuck around and find out and see what happens if you break a binding vow with somebody else? Nobody? In
It
all
did
of
seem a
history,
bit-
no one's done that?
Yeah, it did seem a bit vague, to be honest.
So I'm like, man, what are you telling me nobody knows? It's like, at that point, it doesn't really feel like there's a consequence until you fuck around and find out. And I'm surprised that either Kenjaku or some other dumb dude just decided, you know what, I'm going to see what happens if I break a binding vow.
Yeah. JJK be doing it in the streets according to the latest Yeah, that's true. RDC skit. Gojo without Infinity really doesn't get far in any competent verse. True. People downplay the Vizard but without Hachi, everyone was basically cooked for the most part. Yama would have had to step in. I mean, yeah, the problem is with the Vizard that they never really, again, show them like kicking ass. The only time you see is like Shinji beating on Grimjow and doing a Sarah at him. And even then, it's not
but he
like...
did that, and he came in when he lost an arm. Like Grimjow said in his dialogue to Ichigo, he's like, "That's close. I was pretty fucked there." Like, you know, and then he starts fighting him back.
Yeah.
Shinji beat an opponent that was already like on his deathbed pretty much with one arm. Like, so it's like that's not even good. And then Aizen's like, "Yeah, nah, your abilities never worked on me. You're a clown. Like my ability's better than yours."
Yeah.
And then with the war arc, they give him a fan service scene, and then they have some of the Visors do stuff to Gerard. I'm pretty sure in the anime that's not in the manga. Like that's
Yeah.
kind of like the peak of what they've done.
It's just, they were always such a shame because they were like meant to be like, I don't know, at least as good as the Espada, I would have thought, but...
Like technically are, but
Yeah.
they're just not that important for the story apart from the way that they introduce Ichigo to holification. That's about it.
Yeah.
Because Lisa's pretty strong. She fights
That's true.
Harley-Bell quite well, even in her base. Like, and then Hiyori's whatever. She gets fucked up.
Yeah. So, I'm just checking this.
I really don't know why Gege put a ceiling on the verse. They're only reaching sub light speed now. Well, the thing is that character, I don't know, it depends on how you scale them, but Yuji's a lot stronger than him, and Sukuna's stronger than that alien guy also. So Sukuna with that like feat against Kashimo and so on. It's whatever. The verse is like a city to like fucking country at max size, like wanked verse.
Oh, Clyde, have you been seeing the Naruto fans or the Boruto fans on Twitter that are trying to be like, JJK finally like actually just solos Bleach now or some shit?
There is no shot.
I don't really check Twitter because the people on there they clock into Twitter like it's a full-time job where they just attack each other all day.
Yeah.
There's just no there's no good discourse on there. It's all just hateful. Like Bleach and Boruto fans are just 24/7 just hating each other to death. It's really bad.
Yeah.
It is.
Bro, I was saying this the other day, but with some of the ones that like bitch about me, bro, you'd think I fucked their mother. It's actually insane how fucking upset they are with some silly power scale and shit.
Yeah. I was wrong.
No, you don't get it. Yuha can't be that strong. By the way, you should check out Clyde's video on that. It's really good. I'm sure most of you have, but
Yeah.
just put it on again.
It is pretty good.
It's pretty fucking sick.
Where is this?
There was another guy called Omar. It's funny, like I was replying to your post, like, you know, with the animation, and then
Yeah.
some guy was complimenting the Yuha video, and his name was Omar also.
Oh, nice.
Oh shit.
My Habibi.
Hang on, I'll DM you the. Just
Boruto fans are
there you go,
weird.
check the end.
Yeah.
I'd say one of the reasons why they're so toxic is because they feel a need to defend their series. Their series has been mocked
Yeah.
so much that they're
That's
very
crazy.
aggressive, and
Mhm.
I think it's to the point where like they're blinded by any form of like constructive dialogue about if their series is in fact good or bad. They're just very much not listening.
Well, a lot of them just do not want to like get into like a actual vocal debate with anybody on either side. They just want to stick to the Twitter. And I think it was like you that showed me that there's these two guys that have been debating for a month straight ever since like last year.
What?
Yeah, that was yeah. They were literally bitching about the Espada and Naruto collab. I believe it was that, and they hadn't
Yeah.
stopped replying to each other for genuinely since like December. Like that's it's probably still going.
That is so bad.
And they replied to each other like at least within like a 5-minute time span. And I'm just like, this is not that important. Come on, man. You got to realize at some point that both of you are just stubborn as shit. And this is a pointless conversation.
I cannot even imagine. Is dimensional scaling in Bleach consistent? I keep hearing 7D Bleach arguments. Well, you might have-
70 is a bit over the top, bro. I'd probably say 5. 5 is probably like the it's got evidence, but even then you're gonna have to be debating it quite well.
Yeah.
7 is just ridiculous. Like I don't think people understand how fucking insane that is of a concept.
It's gotten to the point where when you have all these like higher dimensional statements, there's like a lot of what's the word I'm looking for? Like semantics when it comes to like trying to justify when or not they just went to like the higher numbered D. That at some point we're like, man, it gets like at some point you're like, man, unless they get straight stated to be like they are 7D, well, I'm just not going to accept any of the evidence that people provide at this point.
Some authors, by the way, they're creating their own like verbal concept of like a different dimensional sort of like scaling here, and it's like just that's the issue with the eyes and stuff. Is it's like, you know, am I meant to interpret that Kubo really wants us to think about it being like actually verbatim, true, scientifically provable, or is it just an analogy of power? Because both are pretty valid. And then like you have a lot of these statements that get lost in translation from Japanese to English, and they'll be like, yeah, he's in a different dimension of power. This guy's boundless. And it's like, well, clearly it's not actually saying it. It's using it as sort of like a verbose, like, oh, that dude is like, you know, he's completely out of my imagination. It's literally like when Ichigo's like, I can't imagine Chad losing. Like that's like that's basically like the equivalent.
I will admit that's a meme me and Matilda keep making whilst we're watching it. Like anytime
That's how
he
you
goes
scale
off-
Chad high as fuck, bro. Listen,
Yeah.
listen. All right, listen. Each go above Grammy, power of imagination. Chad beyond that. Just saying. Like,
True. Have you seen the memes of Chad with like Soul King absorbed? It looks so goofy.
He always had that.
True, yeah, you're right. Okay, I gotta fix this a little bit. Okay, I technically lose the shoulder piece there, but I can't keep drawing it. Not the shoulder piece, the chest piece.
You guys hyped up for the Ichigo versus Yusuke death battle. That is like the biggest coughing baby versus like it's another coughing baby versus hydrogen bomb fight ever. Like it works thematically, but like no, dude, you are not putting Yusuke up against Ichigo, bro.
My only like suspicion is they're doing it so they can give Ichigo a dub with their new series, because technically Death Battle's rebooted. So maybe they want to do it so that they get favoritism from the Bleach fans with the new season.
Yeah, I was thinking that.
I guess, yeah.
Because Bleach is really
Because the
going
battle
crazy
makes
at the moment.
because the battle makes thematic sense. But
Yeah,
like,
it does.
man,
Yeah,
it's just
the
it's
substitute Shinigami versus the Spirit Detective. It's whatever though.
Yeah.
Like, I was saying on stream, I'm like, these guys are just selling a product which is like, it's just goofy, fun breakdowns. Like taking them seriously, just like, I think that's worse than the product itself.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But that's why we need to do this. Because finally a serious one. Because all of us do actually want that. But Death Battle have just, I don't know, left a bad taste in most people's mouths for a long time.
Yeah, it's a lot of passion towards something, which at the end of the day, it's like these guys don't have authority over these series, like or like word of God, like statements and stuff. You know, they literally just a series that everybody watches that people take super seriously, and that's about it.
Yeah. I still don't know what separates lowballing from being outright disingenuous. Says
Still don't know what separates lowballing from outright disingenuous, or it's just subjective, isn't it? It's just like, if you've read Bleach and then you see some guy that's like saying something silly, he's like, yeah, Aizen's like house level. It's like that would be just genuine lowball. And then what's disingenuous? I mean, just look at the way a lot of the Boruto fans talk. They have an agenda which is specifically to downplay as much as possible. And like, what's insane is a lot of them haven't read Bleach. Like,
yeah,
it's not like a joke either. Like, I see them quote Bleach and I'm like, these guys have no idea what they're talking about. Like, the discourse about Aizen's immortality was mind-blowing. I'm like, wow, these people are dumb. They're so fucking stupid. Like, they're like, oh, look, he's not immortal because of this statement. And it's like, yeah, but has a single attack ever killed him in the series? No. Like, so what are you guys talking about? Like, the Central 46 is like, you're lucky you're immortal, otherwise, like, you wouldn't be able to talk shit right now. And then, like, here's another 2,000 years on your sentence.
yep.
like also I don't know if this is. I think he might have tried to. I don't know if he meant to say lowballing or downplaying.
I think he meant lowballing.
But because just like Skyber said, lowballing is just being conservative. Like, you're trying to say like, if you really want to like give it like the bare minimum, like this is the lowball for that character, while just being disingenuous, just like actually just misinterpreting a sentence or grossly overestimating what a statement is trying to say.
Lowballing is just being conservative, being outright disingenuous, just saying things aren't true. Yeah, exactly. That is actually the dialectical difference between those two. That's for sure.
Yeah.
There's a joke going around. He's a car level Yusuke. Truck goon, yeah. That's because that's what killed him initially.
Yusuke, it's even debatable in this series whether or not Yusuke could even destroy the planet. I don't know where star level's coming from.
I haven't seen enough of it. I've only seen like 5 episodes, but I did hear that like later on it does get crazy scaling, but I still can't imagine it being Bleach.
I've seen the entire thing and nothing, and there's only like other statements saying that either that Yuji has the capacity to destroy the world or that he's a threat to the actual world itself. But nothing that outright states that he's even planet level, so I don't know where the star level thing's coming from.
What's your guys' position on author statements in interviews? I think so long as it doesn't outright contradict the text in like with a sound mind, I take it. Personally, like for example, J.K. Rowling saying Hermione's black when she's stated to have pale white skin, I'm not listening to J.K. Rowling. But if it's if it's like Kubo saying like, yeah, Ichigo could have like just the realms, their like universe in size, and Ichigo is strong enough to destroy one if he wanted, I'd probably listen to him because that's not like crazy based on like what we've seen.
there's an example which is I think the Lord of the Rings author started to go a bit senile as he got older, and he started writing nonsense in the later books from what I recall. I could be wrong on that, but there's it's either him or there's another author where that happens, and that's an example where like death of the author would be a completely valid position to take, because it's just like the actual stuff that's being said is just straight up contradicting the original source material. You know, it's like that'd just be absolutely silly. So like the example you gave with the Hermione one, like 100% valid. I like author stuff because they're a compass to tell me what's canon for the most part, as long as it makes sense and there's extra supplementary sort of like content added to the original story that makes sense. Like for example, if Kubo this week tells us that Ichigo's favorite drink is orange juice, it's like, well, I'm gonna interpret that as canon. Like, why? He's the fucking author. He invented the damn series. Like, I'm gonna be like, that's cool. That's extra information. It's as valid as when he wrote the manga fucking 15 years ago. I'm gonna absorb it the same way. As long as it doesn't contradict the original material, then I think it's valid. As long as it makes like comprehensible sense, because it is like useful. That's why like. It's like with stuff like retcons. It's like, well, if a retcon's considered valid, it means that something can be altered even in the future to then affect past tense.
I will say it's a good thing we don't have Hashi in here though, because Hashi is the opposite. He doesn't give a shit what the author says.
No, we've had disagreements on this before on the same subject, but I still think that an author is extremely important as long as it makes sense, because otherwise it's just like, well, I guess he has zero authority over his own material afterwards, you know, and I just don't agree with. I don't fundamentally as a human agree with that. I think that's a crazy concept to consider.
Me too. Because they are
let's
essentially
say
the god of
I'm
that
writing
universe.
my story. And as long as they're making sense, they are, because that's where I can agree that, like, obviously fundamentally the process of death of the author needs to be implemented. If they're straight up just talking bullshit, like, and that would be the J.K. Rowling pandering to cringe politics type thing.
Yeah. Spit Omar, thanks, subscriber. Flame, do you mean Demon Slayer author saying the effects aren't real? Oh yeah, I hated that shit. It's the Aragon is explicitly white. He had pale skin and the MTG port made him black. Oh, is that what's said? I have a sneaky suspicion Death Battle's gonna do Naruto versus Luffy. I don't want to be on Twitter when that happens.
Yeah, I wonder. I do wonder.
This is where he says, please take author statements with a grain of salt. A story can stand on its own without an author's constant input. I do agree with that. It's just, again, if it's
those are two different subjects, though, you know? It's like an author's additions, whether it's a comment that's consistent with the original material that makes sense, are as valid as when he decides next week, I'm going to add a part 2 and 3 to my story. You know what I mean? It's like when Kubo decides, oh yeah, the Hell Life's continuing, it's like, oh, well, I guess death of the author because it's extra supplementary material. It's like, no, it's a continuation. Just like when he confirms to us, like, yeah, Rukia's favorite snack is cookies or whatever. It's like, well, that's canon. It's like that would be a fine addition to add to a video, hypothetically.
Yeah. And then you got the problem with other people's interpretations when they don't interpret very well. Like, for example, Basby and Hashvault, when they're like, Basby says in narration, oh, we were training all this time to destroy and beat Yuha, but even before all that happens, Hashvault says the fire killed his abusive, grapey uncle, sorry. And Basby just assumes that Hashvault has the same goal as him, which doesn't seem to be the case at all. Someone who just reads it and doesn't see or understand how those things can work would think that Hashvault just randomly turned on a dime when he didn't necessarily. So that's why sometimes we might need all
stories are funny. Stories are funny because in JJK right now with the anime, they're just straight up leaving out stuff like the supersonic stuff from the manga and letting Maki and Naoya just go crazy in the anime, and then like having characters they're doing like accentuated stuff in the anime versus the manga and so on. And
yeah,
I think Gege was saying something in a statement where he's like he has input on the anime and he can see. I'd need to see the statements, but I'm pretty sure he was like, he was fine with all like the changes. You know, it's like could be considered like a more advanced version of the original material.
Yeah. Well, he also wasn't there also that thing where someone said to him like, "Hey, this supersonic statement doesn't make sense." And he was like, "Actually, you're spitting."
Yeah. He actually was like, "Yeah, nah, you're kind of right. It is silly."
Yeah. And like that sort of shit, I respect, and that's where I would actually take.
Here's what's funny too. Right?
Text,
You know, like let's consider this as a mental idea, right? Let's isolate the original manga as like this glowing book that's gold, right? And it's like, no, that's the end be all. I don't care what you say. And then it's like, all right, so what happens when the re-release has different dialogue? Is that now its own separate canon, like entirely? You know, it's like this is such a funny thing, like to play with philosophically, because it's like, well, what do you think is more important, really, at the end of the day? The original isolated fucking fresh off the ink, like, you know, page, or the one that got changed a little bit when it was serialized and so on and put into a magazine?
Yeah.
Just look at the whole stuff with Mark 3, JJK, Mark 10. Even if you're the author, they make a statement that contradicts the work. It should be disregarded. Yeah, it's funny because like, or you'll have a character that's town level, but he's blowing up an entire city, and it's like, well, that's not lining up with the original sales.
Yeah. I was just thinking it'd be really quite funny to do like a meta power scaling manga where it's like, damn, he's town level and you just see him blow up the planet.
That's a building level.
Yeah.
There's actually a funny thing going on where a lot of people are over exaggerating Bleach's new anime being the new canon, because I was talking to Radman about it. And he's like, there's actually been a couple statements from Kubo where he's like, they haven't taken all of his ideas on board. So it's
really?
Like,
oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, there are. There's a couple of things where it's like, although he's hands-on with it, the manga is technically different because there's events that happen in it, you know, that don't, like, and vice versa, that aren't happening, like, simultaneously with each other.
Yeah.
Like the Renji fight and stuff, and certain dialogue being chopped out that was super important.
Yeah, I had to explain to the missus, like, the Renji fight didn't happen.
Do you think they're gonna end up making the Yuha fight different with Ichigo?
Yeah, of course, bro, of course. They've been doing that consistently with everything else. I think from what they've said, they said the animation level up is going to be notably crazier than the previous seasons, and the extra material that's in there has surprised the animation stuff.
Didn't Kubo say something about how he wished I'm trying to remember, he said there was two characters, like it was the two of the captains that said he wished that he would have been able to draw them fighting each other, but he never got the chance to, but he might want to do that with the anime.
Off the dome, I'm actually not sure, to be honest. I'm not
I
sure.
do remember hearing something
it's like
that, but I don't remember which two.
It was like Shunsui versus I'm trying to remember. It was like two of Yami's students.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Do you mean Yamamoto students?
Yeah, Yamamoto. Yeah.
Well, who would it be then? Because his only students really Ukitake, him, and Kenpachi. Like that's really it.
Oh yeah, it was because it was like Ugatake and Shunsui. He said that he wished that he would have seen them fight.
I mean, we kind of did get to see that in like their training, but we didn't get
I
to see
think there's like
fight.
I think that's hinting towards like the Halak confrontation, which
yeah.
A lot of people are way too excited about something which probably won't even happen to the degree they think it will. Like, I don't think we're going to be getting like a weekly manga again. The most you'll get is an anime adaptation with some notes from Kubo where he tells him what to like turn into the visuals. Like, he's going to be like, you know, here's the story, here's the dialogue, here's like some storyboards of what we should do for the fight sequences and so on. But it's like, you're basically trying to get a man who's kind of already done with manga to continue, because he was really not even physically capable of finishing the original manga, but he forced himself to do it even with a fuck shoulder.
Yeah. That's my goat. That's my fucking goat. Okay, with that frame done, I'm gonna end the stream. Thank you for joining us, Clyde. It was lovely having you. Thank you.
No problem. I saw you live, and then when Surfbone asked me that question, I was like, I can't believe it. So I was like,
they need someone smart in this chat. Well, anyway, thank you all. See you next week, maybe. Or if not, definitely the week after. Love you all.